Welcome to English A to Z. In this video, you will practice English listening with simple, clear sentences. You will hear real English that is easy to understand. This lesson is also about memory. Have you ever forgotten someone's name right after you heard it? Have you ever studied for a test but forgot everything the next day? Have you ever walked into a room and forgot why you came in? You are not alone. Your brain is not weak. It is only not trained. With practice, emotion, and connection, your memory will grow stronger. Now let's start the steps. Step 1. Pay attention. When we talk about memory, the first rule is very simple. Pay attention. But simple does not mean easy. Many people think they forget because their memory is weak. The truth is different. Most of the time, we forget not because we have a bad brain, but because we never paid attention in the first place. Imagine this. You meet someone at a party. They say, "Hi, my name is Daniel." You smile, shake hands, and reply, "Nice to meet you." 2 minutes later, you ask yourself, "Wait, what was his name again?" It is not because your memory is broken. It is because your mind was busy thinking, "What should I say next? Do I look okay? Will they like me?" You never gave the name a real chance to enter your memory. Attention is like a door. Think of your brain as a house. Memory is a room inside that house. Attention is the door. If the door is closed, nothing enters. If the door is half open, only a few things slip in. But if the door is wide open, everything you see, hear, and feel can walk inside and stay there. This is why students sometimes study for hours but remember nothing. Their eyes look at the book, but their attention is somewhere else. Maybe on the phone, maybe on a problem at home, maybe on what they will eat for dinner. The door is closed. Real-life example, the classroom. Let's take Reena, a student from India. She wanted to improve her English. She went to class every day. The teacher taught new words: library, neighbor, conversation. Reena wrote them down. But after 1 week, she could not remember any of them. She told herself, "Maybe my brain is bad." But the real reason was that Reena never truly focused. When the teacher spoke, she was busy looking at her phone. When classmates practiced, she was thinking about her homework in math. Her attention was not with the words. The door was closed. One day, Reena made a small change. She told herself, "For the next 10 minutes, I will only think about English. No phone, no other thoughts, just English." She looked at the teacher. She repeated each word slowly. She pictured the meaning in her mind. Suddenly, the words stayed longer. The next week, she remembered them easily. Her brain was not broken. Her door was finally open. How to pay attention in daily life 1. Look with your eyes. When someone speaks, look at their face. Your eyes tell your brain. This is important. 2. Listen with your ears. Do not just hear sounds. Really listen. Notice the tone, the rhythm, the feeling behind the words. 3. Repeat in your mind. When you hear a new word, say it silently inside your head. For example, if someone says, "This is my cousin, Priya," repeat in your mind, "Priya, Priya, Priya." 4. Remove distractions. Turn off the TV. Put the phone away. Sit in a quiet place. Even 5 minutes of pure focus is better than 30 minutes of half focus. 5. Be present. When you study, only study. When you talk, only talk. Attention is about being here, not somewhere else. The science behind attention. Scientists say that the brain has 2 kinds of attention. Passive attention, when something grabs us without effort, like a loud noise. Active attention, when we choose to focus on something, like reading a book. For learning, active attention is the key. You must choose to focus. You must tell your brain, "This is important." Remember this. When you do this, your brain releases chemicals that make connections stronger. It is like putting glue between the new word and your memory. Without attention, there is no glue. The word just falls away. Practical exercises for attention. Here are some small practices you can try. The name game. The next time you meet someone, look at their face and say their name 3 times. "Nice to meet you, Daniel." "So, Daniel, what do you do?" "Daniel, where are you from?" You will remember. The 5-minute focus. Set a timer for 5 minutes. During that time, do one activity, like reading English sentences. Promise yourself, "I will not touch my phone. I will not think about other things." Just 5 minutes. Slowly, you can increase to 10, 15, 20 minutes. Describe what you see. Look around your room. Choose one object and describe it in English. This is a chair. It is brown. It is wooden. I use it every day by focusing on one object. You train your brain to stay with one thing at a time. Story. Arjun's job interview. Arjun was a young man from Mumbai. He wanted to work at an international company, but his English was poor. During an interview, the manager asked, "Can you tell me about your skills?" Arjun froze. He forgot every word he had learned. After the interview, Arjun felt sad, but he realized the problem was not knowledge. He had studied the answers before. The problem was attention. At the interview, his mind was full of fear. He was thinking, "What if I fail? What if they laugh at me?" His door was closed, so he started practicing attention. Every day, he stood in front of the mirror, asked himself a question, and answered with full focus. He looked at his own eyes. He listened to his voice. He repeated slowly. After weeks of practice, he went to another interview. This time, he paid attention. He heard the question clearly. He answered with calm words. He got the job. Why attention matters for English learning. If you want to remember vocabulary, grammar, or pronunciation, attention is the first step. Without it, every effort disappears. With it, every effort grows. Think about this. When a child learns a new word, they look, they listen, they repeat. Their whole world is on that one sound. That is why children remember so well. They live in attention. Adults can do the same, but they must train it. Closing thoughts. So the first rule of memory, the first step of learning, the first secret of English is this: pay attention. It is not about having a good memory. It is about opening the door. It is about telling your brain, "This matters. Keep this safe." When you learn to pay attention, you unlock the first power of your mind. You stop losing words. You stop losing names. You stop losing confidence. You become present. You become strong. Your brain is ready. The door is waiting. All you need to do is open it. Step 2. Make it emotional. Memory is not only logic. Memory is also emotion. Think about your life. What do you remember best? Do you remember all the dates you learned in school? Or do you remember the first time you fell in love? Most people forget facts, but most people remember feelings. This is the power of emotion. When something makes you laugh, you remember. When something makes you cry, you remember. When something makes you scared, you remember. When something makes you proud, you remember. Now let's connect this with English learning. When you learn a new word, do not just repeat it. Feel it. Make it emotional. For example, you learn the word happy. Do not only say happy, happy, happy. Think of the happiest day in your life. Maybe your birthday. Maybe the day you graduated. Maybe the day you got a new job. Feel the joy again. Say the word happy with that smile. Now the word stays in your heart. Another example. You learn the word angry. Do not just say it coldly. Think of the time you were angry. Maybe someone lied to you. Maybe you missed the bus. Maybe your computer broke. Feel the fire. Say angry with that fire. Now the word is alive. This is why emotion is important. Emotion puts energy into memory. Emotion tells your brain, this is important. Do not forget. Let's go deeper. Your brain has two parts for memory. One part is like a computer. It takes in data. It records facts. But facts are weak. They can be erased. The other part is emotional memory. This part is stronger. It connects with your feelings. It connects with your body. When you are afraid, your heart beats fast. When you are excited, your eyes shine. This physical reaction makes the memory stronger. That is why soldiers remember battles. That is why mothers remember the birth of their child. That is why children remember their first day of school. So, if you want to remember English, you must add feeling. How do you do this? First, use your voice. Say the word with feeling. If it is a happy word, say it with a smile. If it is a sad word, say it slowly and softly. If it is an angry word, say it loudly and strongly. Second, use your face. Act the word. Smile when you say happy. Frown when you say angry. Look scared when you say afraid. Your body will help your brain. Third, use your story. Do not learn words alone. Make a story with feelings. For example, I was sad. Then my friend came. I felt happy again. This small story has both sadness and happiness. It is easy to remember because it has emotion. Let's take a real example. Imagine you are learning the word lonely. If you just write it in your notebook, you will forget. But if you remember the day you moved to a new city, it becomes real. You had no friends. You sat in your room. You felt lonely. Now the word lonely has power. You will never forget it. Another real example. The word excited. You can remember the day before a big trip. You packed your bag. You could not sleep. Your heart beat fast. That is excitement. Now the word is clear. Let's make this practical for your English journey. When you watch a movie in English, do not only listen to words. Watch the actors' faces. See how they smile, cry, laugh, shout. Connect the words with the emotions. That connection will stay longer than translation. When you read a story in English, do not only look at the grammar. Feel the story. Imagine the character's fear. Imagine their joy. Put yourself in their shoes. Your heart will remember. When you practice speaking, do not be a robot. Add life. Add feeling. Say, I am so tired with a tired face. Say, I feel wonderful with bright eyes. Say, I am scared with a shaking voice. This is not only good for memory, this is also good for communication. Because real English is full of feelings. Many learners make one big mistake. They think English is only grammar. They think English is only rules. So they study with no emotion. They repeat words like machines. They forget quickly. They feel bored. Then they stop learning. But smart learners use emotion. They play games. They tell funny stories. They sing songs. They act like actors. They use music. They use colors. They use imagination. One student told me this story. He could not remember the word elephant. So he closed his eyes. He imagined a giant elephant in his room. The elephant was dancing. The elephant was wearing a red hat. It was so funny. He laughed. and he never forgot the word. This is the secret. Add fun, add feeling, add life. Another student used music. She wanted to remember the word freedom, so she sang the word in her favorite song tune. She felt strong. She felt free. Now freedom is in her heart forever. Even small feelings help. You can use colors. Write happy words in yellow. Write sad words in blue. Write strong words in red. This small trick adds emotion. Let's connect this to daily life. When you meet a person, remember their name with emotion. If their name is Rose, imagine a red rose. Smell it. Feel it. Say the name with warmth. Now you will not forget. When you learn numbers, add a story. Number 7 can be lucky. Think of the time you won a prize with number 7. Feel the joy. Now you will not forget. When you learn dates, add history. For example, 14th of February. You may think of Valentine's Day. You may think of love. You may think of flowers. This emotion makes the date easy to remember. This works for English too. Do not just memorize lists. Connect them to your life. Connect them to your heart. So remember this step. Do not be cold. Do not be a robot. Add feelings. Add passion. Add energy. Because memory loves emotion. Because English loves emotion. And life itself is emotion. Step 3. Connect the new with the old. When you learn new English words or ideas, your brain looks for a home. If the new thing has no home, it floats. Floating things disappear fast. If the new thing connects to something you already know, it stays. That is the power of connection. Think of memory like a city. Every idea is a building. Old ideas are big buildings. New ideas are small houses. If you build a road from the small house to a big building, people can visit. If there's no road, the small house is empty. You must build the road. This is simple, but it changes everything. Why connection works. In simple words. Your brain loves links. Neurons that fire together wire together. When two ideas fire together, they form a path. More paths equals easier recall. When a new word has many paths, you can find it in many ways. If you can reach the word from your feelings, from a picture, from a sentence, you will remember it. Small, clear example. You learn the word bridge. Right now you only hear the sound. Bridge. This is weak. Make a link. Remember the bridge near your home. See the cars. Feel the wind. Say bridge while you look at a photo. Now the word has a road to your mind. Practical connection methods. Short list. Do these often. Each one is quick and strong. 1. Picture link. See a clear image in your mind. 2. Personal link. Connect the word to your life. 3rd word family. Link to related words. Happy. Happiness. Unhappy. 4. Collocation. Learn the word with common partners. Make a choice. Heavy rain. 5th story link. Put the word in a 2-sentence story. 6. Emotion link. Add a feeling to the word. 7. Action link. Do a small action when you say the word. 8. Sound link. Use rhyme or a tune. 9. Object link. Hold a real object when you learn the word. 10. Compare link. Say how it is like something you know. Real examples you can use now. Name. Maya. Picture a Maya, like a painting. Or imagine her holding a mango. Say, Maya with a mango. Repeat. Word. Airport. Connect to travel. Imagine check-in, security, coffee, boarding. Say 1 sentence. At the airport, I buy coffee and wait. Phrasal verb. Give up. Connect to a scene. You try to climb, you stop, you give up. Act it out. Say it with the feeling. Grammar. Past simple. Link to yesterday. Make 1 sentence. Yesterday I cooked rice. Link the tense to time words. Yesterday, last night, 2 days ago. Numbers. 2,468. Make a rhythm or song. Sing it once. Make it a small chant. A step-by-step practice you can do in 10 minutes. 1. Choose 5 new words. 2. For each word, make 3 links. Picture, personal memory, and 1 sentence. 3. Speak the sentence out loud. Act it. Smile or frown. 4. Put the 5 sentences in a short story. 5. Say the story once. 6. Write 1 word on a flashcard with the picture and story note. 7. Use them again after 1 hour, then the next day. This small routine makes big roads in your brain. Deeper. How to connect grammar and chunks. Words are easy to connect. Grammar can be harder, but you can use the same idea. Take a grammar point. Example. Used to, for past habits. Link with a real memory. I used to wake at 5. I drank tea. Make a tiny story. When I was a child, I used to play in the field. Repeat the story. Use it in a new sentence today. Chunks, fixed phrases, are very important. Learn them as one unit. Example. Take care of. Connect to a scene. I take care of my phone. Chunks help you speak faster. Use comparison and contrast. This method is powerful. New word. Sea. Old word. River. Compare. The sea is big and salty. The river is small and fresh. Make 1 personal line. I swim in the sea. I fish in the river. Comparison makes 2 ideas stronger. They hold each other. Use word families and roots. Root words help you learn groups. Act, arrow, action, actor, active, react. Learn the small root. Make sentences with each family word. Your brain sees the pattern and remembers many words from 1 seed. Use senses. Sight, sound, smell, touch. Stronger links. Use senses. Smile when you say happy. Touch a soft cloth when you say soft. Smell coffee when you learn coffee. Senses make memories rich. Stories and chains. Build a web. Make a tiny chain of 5 words. Connect them in a story. Example words. Banana, train, phone, teacher, exam. Story. I ate a banana on a train. My phone rang. The teacher called about my exam. The story makes the list easy to recall. Build a web. Link each new idea to at least 2 old ideas. 2 links equals stronger memory. Classroom and study examples. Vocabulary lesson. After new words, ask students to make a 3-sentence story using 2 old words and 1 new word. Listening task. After listening, write 1 personal line about the audio. Link the content to your life. Speaking practice. Use a memory prompt. Talk about your first school day. Use past tense. This links grammar to memory. Work and travel examples. Job interview. Learn key word like teamwork, deadline, project. Link each to a real project you did. Prepare 1 short story for each word. This makes your answer natural. Travel. Learn airport words. Connect them to scenes. Check-in, security, gate, boarding. Imagine the route. Home arrow, taxi arrow. Check-in arrow, coffee arrow, gate. The route is a chain. Technology and tools. Use them wisely. Tools can help your connections. Flashcards with space for a short personal note. On the back, write a sentence with a personal link. Spaced apps. Anki. Add a connect field. In that field, put your small story or image hint. Voice notes. Record your short story in English and listen before sleep. Photos. Link words to real photos you took. But tools are only good when you add a personal tie. Testing your connections. Simple drills. 1. Cover the word. See only the picture. Say the word. 2. Hear the definition. Make your personal sentence. 3. Get a different cue, a sound, a smell. Try to recall. 4. Teach the word to a friend in 1 sentence. If you can find the word from many cues, your connection work is good. mindset, and psychology. Why this helps you feel better. Connecting new things to old things does more than help memory. It builds confidence. When you can find words in your web, you feel calm in conversations. Fear drops. You speak. You practice. You grow. Also, your identity changes. Little successes make you feel like a learner who wins. You say, "I remember." That sentence becomes true more and more. Common mistakes to avoid learning words alone with no story. Making weak images, like a small gray dot. Using only translation in your head. Not using the word in a sentence. Fix these. Always make at least one personal or sensory link. Small daily plan. 5 minutes. 1. Pick 3 new words. 2. For each, make 1 picture and 1 personal sentence. 3. Say the 3 sentences out loud. Smile or act. 4. Put 1 card in your pocket. Look at it once more after 1 hour. Do this every day. Bridges build fast with small bricks. Final reminder. Connection is the step between seeing a new word and owning it. Do not leave new words alone. Give them a home. Link them to pictures, feelings, actions, and old words. Build many roads to each idea. When you build strong roads, you can travel them anytime. Speak, listen, and write with confidence. Your English will not be empty words. It will be a living map you can use every day. Keep building. Keep connecting. Little bridges, big results. Step 4. Review. Often. Memory is like water in your hand. If you hold it once, it runs away. If you touch it again and again, you keep more. That is why review is key. Many people study one time only. They read a word. They close the book. They say, "I know it." But 1 week later, it is gone. The truth is simple. Memory fades. Your brain saves energy by deleting unused things. So, if you want to keep English, you must tell your brain, "This is important." Keep it. How do you tell your brain? By review. The forgetting curve. Long ago, a German scientist named Ebbinghaus made a chart. He showed that people forget fast. After 1 day, most of the new knowledge disappears. After 1 week, almost all is gone. But when you review, the curve changes. Each review makes the memory stronger. Each review makes the forgetting slower. Think of it like lifting weights. 1 push makes your arm a little stronger. Many pushes, again and again, make you powerful. Review is weightlifting for your memory. Spaced repetition. Here is a golden rule. Do not review too much at one time. Review at the right time. This system is called spaced repetition. First review, 10 minutes after learning. Second review, 1 day later. Third review, 1 week later. Fourth review, 1 month later. Each time you come back, your brain says, "Oh, this is important." Keep it soon. The word or rule becomes natural. You don't even try. It is part of you. Real example. Imagine you learn the word courage. Day 1. You see it. You make a picture. You say, "I need courage to speak English." 10 minutes later, you say the same sentence again. Day 2. You write it in your notebook. You use it in 1 more sentence. Courage means not giving up. Day 7. You tell your friend the word. You act it out. Maybe you say, "Speaking to strangers takes courage." Day 30. You hear the word in a movie. Your brain lights up. You smile. You say, "I know this." Now, courage is yours forever. Different ways to review. Review does not mean boring. It can be fun, alive, creative. 1. Flashcards. Write word on front, meaning and sentence on back. Look at them when you wait for the bus. 2. Voice notes. Record yourself saying 5 words with sentences. Play them before sleep. 3. Sticky notes. Put words on your wall, mirror, fridge. See them when you brush your teeth, 4. Writing. Write a diary with new words, simple lines. Today I felt courage when I spoke English. 5. Teaching. Share the word with a friend. Explain it in simple English. Emotional review. Review with feelings is stronger. Do not just read the word. Feel it. Act it. Use your body. Say strong while you make a fist. Say happy with a big smile. Say tired while you close your eyes. These emotions make the memory stick. Travel example. You learn the word airport gate. When you go to the airport, say it out loud. Look at the gate number. Take a photo. Each trip becomes a review. Work example. You learn deadline. In the office, say it in real life. Our project deadline is Friday. The real use is the best review. Common mistakes in review. Reviewing too many words at one time. Only reading silently, never speaking. Never coming back after the first day. Thinking, I know it. I don't need to review. Do not fall into these traps. Always come back. Always test yourself. Final reminder. Review is not a waste of time. Review is the way to own knowledge. Each review is a brick in your strong memory house. Without review, your house falls down. With review, your house lasts for life. Remember, learning is planting. Reviewing is watering. Without water, the plant dies. With water, it grows, it blooms, it gives fruit. So water your memory. Review again and again. That is how you keep English forever. Step 5. Teach others. There's one secret in learning. The best way to learn is to teach. When you share knowledge, you do not lose it. You make it stronger. You repeat it, you explain it, you use it. Your brain works harder. Your memory becomes deeper. Teaching is not only for teachers. Teaching is for everyone. If you want to master English, start teaching. Why teaching works. When you explain something, your brain must organize it. You cannot just keep the idea inside. You must put it into words. This process makes the idea clearer. It shows you what you know. It shows you what you do not know. For example, if you try to explain the word gratitude to a friend, you must think, what is the meaning? How can I say it in simple English? How can I give an example? In doing this, you go deeper. You make strong connections in your mind. Real life example. Imagine you just learned the phrase, how are you doing? If you keep it to yourself, you may forget. But if you teach it to your younger brother, you practice more. You say to him, how are you doing? Means the same as, how are you? It is common in daily life. You ask him to repeat. You both laugh and practice together. Now the phrase is not just in your book. It is in your life. Teaching does not need a classroom. You do not need to be a professor. You do not need a big board. Teaching can be small, simple, fun. Teach your friend one new word every day. Teach your parents a phrase in English when you eat dinner. Teach your coworker a business term you just learned. Teach yourself by talking to the mirror. Every act of teaching is practice. Emotional power of teaching. When you teach, you feel proud. You feel useful. This emotion makes memory stronger. You are not just a student. You are a giver. You are a guide. This new role gives you confidence. Many learners feel shy. They think, my English is bad. I cannot teach. But teaching small things is possible for everyone. Even teaching one word can help you grow. Example with a child. Imagine you learn the word sunrise. Next morning, you show it to a child. You point at the sky and say, look, sunrise. The child smiles. You repeat the word together. This picture, this joy, this sharing makes the word unforgettable. Example at work, you learn the phrase time management. At work, you tell your team, Time management means using your hours wisely. We can finish faster if we plan. Now you have used the phrase in real life. Your brain says, this is important. The word becomes part of you, the circle of learning. When you learn, you grow a little. When you teach, you grow more. Because teaching forces you to check, test, and explain. This cycle, learn, teach, review, makes knowledge permanent. Teaching as service. There's also beauty in teaching others. When you share English, you help someone's life. Maybe your friend needs English for work. Maybe your sister needs English for travel. Maybe your child needs English for school. By teaching them, you not only learn, you change lives, common fears. Some people say, I am not ready. I do not know enough. I will make mistakes. But here is the truth. No one is perfect. Teaching is not about perfection. Teaching is about sharing what you know now. Even if it is small, it has value. Remember, a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. Your knowledge is the candle. When you teach, you make more light. Practical methods. 1. Mirror teaching. Stand in front of the mirror. Teach yourself a word as if you are another person. 2. Friend exchange. Teach your friend one word. Ask your friend to teach you one word back. 3. Mini lessons. Post one word or phrase on social media. Write its meaning and a sentence. This helps both you and others. 4. Storytelling. Use new words in a story. Tell the story to your family. They will enjoy. You will remember. A travel story. A man learned the phrase, "Excuse me." At first, he only read it. But one day, he taught it to his travel partner. He said, "In English, when you want to pass, you say, 'Excuse me.'" Later, they used it together in the airport. The word became alive. It never left his memory. Final reminder. Teaching is not the end of learning. Teaching is the next step of learning. When you teach, you lock the door of memory. The word cannot escape. The lesson cannot fade. So do not wait. Teach today. Teach small. Teach simple. Teach often. Your English will grow. Your memory will grow. And your heart will grow too. This is English A to Z. You listened. You practiced. You learned. Remember, English is not about talent. It is about habit. It is about daily action. One word today, one sentence tomorrow, one lesson each week. Step by step, your English will grow. Do not stop. Do not give up. Your brain is ready. Your future is waiting. Keep practicing. Keep speaking. Keep learning every single day. And always remember, you can do it. You are stronger than you think.